Absent.
Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to the press briefing. Gambia Police Force. There is an incident leading to the death of the police officer and one in a critical condition. We have a briefing by the Inspector General of Police, the National Security Advisor, and the Minister for Media. I now have the honor to invite the Deputy Inspector General of the Gambia Police Force, Honorable Sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون Honorable Minister of the Interior, National of the Republic of the Gambia, colleagues, senior police officers here present, senior management, here present, our press and public liaison officer, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly and respectfully observed. You are all welcome to this press briefing at the police headquarters here. I am Mohammed Sow, Deputy Inspector General of Police, Gambia Police, standing in for the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Abdullah Sanya, who unfortunately is out of town. But as I am talking to you, he's on airborne. Probably within the next hours, he should be within the source of his country. Having said that, we put this gathering together for just one single purpose. That is, through you, who has the platform to reach out to the general public, to the citizen of this country and non-citizen of this country. And so we put you ahead. But first and foremost, before I proceed, I want to extend my sincere condolences to the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Arms and Security Services, the Minister of the Interior, the Deputy Inspector General, the Inspector General of Police, the government of the Gambia, the people of the Gambia, friends of the Gambia, well-wishers of the Gambia, the families of the fallen comrades, and all well-wishers of this country, a heartfelt condolence and praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open his doors of mercy for our fallen comrades and also pray for the speedy recovery of one of our comrades who is still going through medical situation. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala restore our strength back and give him a speedy recovery. On that note, I just want to give you a synopsis of the ugly incident of the 12th of September 2023, as purportedly reported by various platforms, here present and not present. But I just want to share this word of caution. We did share information line, general in respect of information and in assisting for the speedy and effective investigation. What I have noticed with me is that there are a lot of information going on in the media, and they are not helpful. I think the source and the direction of all those information should have been transmitted to the police for the police to inform in order to harvest those information and eventually put them in the market to help the situation. But not only sitting in your own comfort zone, releasing information that is unrefined. And some of you who work in media fraternity would attest to this fact that information is very powerful and it's very dangerous. In a sense, if it is not carefully checked, can lead into very, very serious situation. So having said that, we've lost two male police officers, private police constable Manajalo and police constable Sangie Mene. Gomez. Police constable Sangie Gomez. WPC Ansi Jao. Brave, determined, gallant, and very hero stories WPC, who is recovering from again. And unfortunately, since the onset, up to today, this morning, there are reports circulating that he has suffered injuries, which is definitely uncalled for, definitely human, and definitely far from the truth. I would like to tell you from this point where I'm standing now, she is out of danger and recovering well and responding to treatment as it is required to be. So, being the case, this is why I have started that portion telling us how information is dangerous and how information is powerful and how definitely it is. So, if it is not gone to the real roots, it might cause some complications. Having said that, I'll get into some of the synopsis of how the events have unfolded. There are other reports also that are circulating in the media, which is unfounded, unrefined, unhealthy, and desire to smear and intimidate, harass, or even to the extent of terrorizing the society. It's a serious one. But as far as we know, here is the truth, and this is the truth, and the whole truth. On that fateful day, we notice a significant amount of telephone traffic from the suspect and all a lot of calls between the hours of 1900 or 1800 to 2100 hours. A high volume of telephone traffic. All right. I want to seize this individual also to apologize on behalf of us, to the general public, and to you, the media here. Who are working in the security patterning who can confront those codes because they go along with them. They are done significantly for only one particular group to protect present, before, and after security operations as far as security situation is concerned. So, like I said, I do apologize if you cannot confront those codes and you don't understand what they are. We can't present this presentation here without having mention of them. And probably it could be very much tedious for other people to understand. But that's how our job goes on. Like I said, this terrific traffic was identified on the grid 02854 Whiskey Echo 925. If you put this into context, it gives you Crucible Montego. It's a cell tower. But it's coded as this, and this because it is only us who knows. We do that to ensure that we protect our future operations and economic. This is where that significant amount of traffic was going on, as per the suspect's cell phone. Having said that, few hours later, the same signals were picked up at grade 004 29902 Sierra Zulu and close to latitude 1310. To put this also into perspective, it gives you between Sifo and Bimbaya. Some moments later, the same signals were picked up at grid 35593 Echo Tango 0441 latitude 1355. That is the edge of the Gambian border in Kasama. So that means from this point here, the suspect has been moving. And as a result of that, finally, his location was taken to Senegalese territory, and that's where the telephone signal went there. This is what we know, and it's a fact. Because grid references, most of us here, I think we have very few people who can make the grid references because they are coded internationally. They are used by militaries, security services across the globe. So, by 17 to 1800, we received first signal present in the direction of Sierra Yeli, or we say Sierra Yankee, at the Senegalese border, 10 to 15 kilometers approximately off Gambia Kasama's border, indicating a signal of somebody who is present there and who is most likely suspect. The protocols were applied. Most of you here are aware that there's a 5 kilometer radius outpost between two countries. I invoked that outpost to the Minister of Interior. I don't know where he has gone, but before even when the telephone comes, I put up an Amada. Within 10 minutes, they were on the borderline of this 1355 and the protocols were worked on, and within 20 minutes, they were on site. Somebody that we did not identify at the time was handed over to us, purportedly being suspect. We did not confirm whether it was suspect or not at the time. Due to his own request, we collected the dots and we suspected that. So in that, 30 hours now, so far, we have significant leads that direct the direction where he is totally located, and the weapon used from his own mouth that he has been possessing the weapon for a very long time, and indeed this said weapon was with him. It was that what name was used from his own mouth. Again, the dress that he was identified with, that is the dress and boots that we have led investigators, that and all of them are recovered. But in a nutshell, for now, this is much we can share with the general public. Tell them that the investigation is on course and there are so many positive leads indicating the suspect of being an accomplice or being the perpetrator of this horrendous crime. But these are just few among the lots that can be provided for now. We will continue updating the general public, the press, and everybody who lives within the territorial limits of this country. But a further plea, please, before you release any information as far as this saga is unfolding, come to us. We CIA, we refine it with you so that it can be a content that can be consumed. And let's put at the back of our mind, and like I said, information is power. Information is dangerous, but it needs to be protected very jealously, very serious. Without which, it can provoke situations beyond our control. And nobody knows that. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, honorable minister, national security advisor, police advisor, senior police command, and other services here present, I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. That was the Deputy Inspector General of Police Mahmoud. So, I have the honor to provide the National Security Advisor. I now have the honor to invite the National Security Advisor to read this formal statement.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. The Honorable Minister of Justice, Minister of Interior, Honorable Shiago Sonko, the Director General of the State Intelligence Service, Lamin Jadamo, the Police Advisor, Mr. Tansi Diase, Senior Management of the Gambia Police Force present here, personnel of the present here, other state security services present here. But most importantly, good afternoon to all the media houses present here at the Gambia Police Headquarters in Banjul. Your presence here today is important, and thank you for honoring our invitation for this press briefing. The press briefing is convened to provide situational updates to the citizens and residents of this great country on the fatal shooting incident which occurred at the Sukuta Jabang traffic light on Tuesday, 12 September 2023. Regrettably, this unfortunate incident has claimed the lives of two police personnel, namely Police Constable Pati Jallo and Police Constable Sanjay Gomez, and critically injuring woman Police Constable Ansi Yao, who is currently admitted at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital and is recovering. The EIP has been stated. I take this opportunity on behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces, and the entire government and security institutions to convey sincere condolences to the families of the late Police Constable Pati Jalo, and Police Constable Sanjay Gomez. And of course, within WPC and we pray that the Almighty Allah grant the departed souls paradise and grant the bereaved families the strength and fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. Amen. Admittedly, these are not only trying times for the bereaved families, but also represents a heavy loss to the entire nation, and in particular, security sector in the Gambia. But most importantly and profoundly, the institution where he as I mentioned earlier, we are deeply saddened by the shooting incident, which is a terrific act, barbaric, cowardly, irreprehensible, criminal, and totally condemnable by all standards of humanity. Contextually, the Gambia Police Force and all other security and law enforcement agencies are responsible for the maintenance of law and order, thus guaranteeing peace and stability in the country. In the exercise of this sacred national duty, these officers face danger to their own lives and safety, and in this instance, they pay the ultimate price with their own lives in carrying out this national duty for their life. I would like to applaud the remarkable leadership exhibited during this challenging period by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces. His leadership truly inspired the nation and demonstrated true statesmanship and steadfastness and devotion to his responsibility as head of state under the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia. We salute him for his courage and the pronouncement he made in the aftermath of this tragic incident, particularly the assurances provided to the nation that the sanctity and the integrity of this country is uppermost and will be safeguarded at all costs. Additionally, the visit to the injured WPC Jao and the reward he pledged for information leading to the arrest of the perpetrators was inspiring and indeed remarkable. At this point, I would like to provide a brief update on the ongoing investigations being carried out by the multi-sectoral panel that was convened to investigate this unfortunate incident. It may be recalled that on Tuesday, 12 September 2023, three police intervention unit personnel of the Gambia Police Force, namely Police Constable Fadi Diallo, Police Constable Sanjay Gomez, and Police Constable Ansi Jao were shot by an unknown assailant at the Sukuta Javan traffic light between the hours of 9:30 to 10 p.m. The incident was reported by a taxi driver at Sukuta Police, where he was provided an escort to the scene, and the three injured personnel were immediately evacuated to the Sukuta Health Center, but subsequently referred to Nembat Clinic. Upon arrival at the Nembat Clinic, the two police constables, that is Pate Jalo and Sanjay Gomez, were pronounced dead, while Police Constable Jao, who was in critical condition, was treated and transferred to Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. A combined security and law enforcement manhunt was swiftly initiated for the capture of the assailant or assailants. A male civilian eyewitness, in the exercise of his civic duty, provided leads to the police and described a male person whom he believed was involved, who was a solitary figure clad in haftan, our traditional attire, and was wielding a pistol. Further investigators engaged witnesses who were believed to have been present at the scene and also scrutinized CCTV footage in the immediate vicinity and surrounding of the Sukuta Java traffic light. A lead was provided to the on the sighting of a male individual in Dululung in southern Senegal, Casamas, that fit the profile of the alleged suspect, which led to the arrest of one Gambian by the name of Hussein Bojan, who is a native of Burfoot and a security guard working for a local security company in the Gambia. He was arrested on 13 August 2023, 13 September 2023, with the support of our Senegalese counterparts and subsequently extradited to the Gambia. Hussein Boyang is currently assisting the ongoing investigation, which has resulted in the arrest of others who are believed to be accomplices or aided and abetted the alleged suspect. So far, as we speak, 6 persons of interest are in police custody, excluding the alleged suspect. The team of investigators are focused on establishing the possible motive of this ghastly act, whether it was a lone individual or a group. Further, the crime scene was well managed, and team of investigators will be conducting crime scene reconstruction to further determine the circumstances surrounding the incident. At this material juncture, I would like to reiterate that the Gambia is a country governed by laws. And no one, and I repeat, no one has freedom guaranteed and protected by our sacred constitution. These rights, such as right to life, personal security and liberty, and protection against violence, are sacrosanct and should be upheld by all as guaranteed by the 1997 Constitution of the Republic of Gambia. Concomitant with the above, I would like to further emphasize that the investigations are being conducted strictly, and I repeat, strictly, in observance of due process and human rights as provided in the Constitution and in line with international standards and best practices. We have a new founded democracy, and the government to be commended for doing business in line with the Constitution and in line with the requirements and terms of the organization. In this regard, we will ensure that maximum presumption of innocence is observed throughout the investigation process. By and large, the investigation will be impartial, professional, ethical, and will be conducted with strict adherence to the laws of the country. It is important to highlight that this incident is considered as a blatant attack to the peace and national security of the country. And no one, and I repeat again, no one will be left on, no stone will be left unturned in bringing whoever is involved, regardless of status or affiliation. Justice will be served. In the wake of this unfortunate incident, the Gambia Police Force has intensified police patrols and community engagement to always reassure the public of their safety and security. Therefore, I equally call on the public to volunteer any information to the police that could enhance the ongoing investigations. The government applauds the media's role in disseminating accurate information and updates, and further requests for the respect of the privacy of the victim's family during this very difficult period. This is a challenging time for the entire country, and we should all be mourning the unwarranted loss of life of these gallant security forces. To conclude, This incident is unprecedented in the history of this country, and the government is resolved to ensure that it will never, and I repeat, never again happen in this country. And therefore, all the necessary measures will be put in place to avert such occurrence. I thank you all for your kind attention and will invite few questions. However, noting that investigations are ongoing and therefore we will not be able to provide detailed and sensitive information that may likely interfere with the investigation. I thank you all very much.
Thank you very much, National Security Advisor. I now have the honor to invite the Minister of Interior.
Alaikum, I greet you peace. Police, the I central, the I back. Friends, I always say this outside, friends. Before joining service or taking up we commit to serve this nation and make sure that it's safe for everybody. While others sleep, go out. Let out study problem about that one. For self, necessary that they should be business, the sector security, so that that we can go smooth. This approach is among them. There is no specific suggestion for individuals. When duty calls, routine police procedure statement and should be taken just in that light, not as a consideration of targeting. I cannot run away from this. It sickens me to read or to listen to audio. There are people who are laughing about the loss of life and even claiming that more people have been done. It's been very nasty against people who are to protect all of us. But we should have to this country not have if there's a breakdown of law and order in this country, go one way. Not the security, not the civil life, not the government. It should be our responsibility to preserve the peace that is inherited from our ancestors. The blood records are terrible. Not because of this, but because of this. Some time ago, another said I was not, I'm not going to. Many of our parents left, including mine. Spread across the country, and we jealously guard this peace that we all have. It behoves all of us to protect each other. I go further to say, whilst a serious case like this happening, I noticed the sort of interview, people going everywhere. Yes, you have a right to get information. But please tone it down. Because sometimes you go to certain areas, sort of engagement that creates doubt or even causes more problems. The police investigation of this nature requires that they are not distracted when they are doing that. We know you have a job to do, freedom of information in this one. But if this is abuse, it affects all of us. Sometimes when crisis happens, the most affected are the civilians. Because the services, they are training, they can do certain things to protect themselves. Well, yes, our brothers and sisters, they need the support of the service. Communities, show some love to the service. I want to express my sincere condolences to the families of these young service members who have like that function. I would also like to commend the leadership of this exercise. Then I was informed by that this happened around 2005. Like many, I said, no, it cannot happen. But I want to see it. And there I was going to many other services to assist in investigation. I noticed at this so many people who have nothing to do with it, milling around and investigating. My warning, my advice. I don't know everything, but they have experience of. Please, consider where danger lurks. Please, civilians and others who have nothing to do, please walk away. If you have information, share. There's no need to jump onto the scene. You are not adding any value. Instead, you are creating problems. It's very dangerous. Remember, there was an incident there, a young guy apparently died from alleged malpractice. Even before the police arrived on the scene, civilians jumped on the scene, tamper with everything that the police would have to deal with the case. If the case is unresolved, you turn around and say the police are ineffective. Whenever accidents happen, certain things are left on the spot that the police can pick up to assist them in their investigation. Going onto the scene just because you haven't mobile phone, picking up such and trying to be very active. I'm not talking about the journalism, but sometimes it happens. That should be addressed now. Ask for advice as to how you can approach it wherever you are. And then you know you are safe. But any other way, I I just want to for the leaders in this time and show us the way. Visited the hospital, see the and also went to the last we are going to one of them. We have to go show our respect to our colleagues, maybe when they are very soon. Just like you should invite them. We invite you once in a while update. In the meantime, we could be trying to have some respect. Try not to be old for the left that you be asking questions. Probing is okay, that can be please. You ask this respect. We appreciate you, but there are certain things that if you will not have. But that road, I thank you all.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you for the speakers. We are about to conclude this session. Before we do that, we want to invite you questions. No more than 5 questions because the ID members here will be part of the team attend there one of the thank you. If you have a question, raise your hand. You can raise your hand. We see 5 questions and we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we start with on my right. You come here, ask question, and you understand. Okay, my side.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My question goes to the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Oluso. In your deliberation, as giving us synopsis of updates, you mentioned about the recovery of a weapon from the principal suspect. Can you go into details about what sort of weapon is this?
Thank you. I think you are not in the podium here. There was no recovery of a weapon mentioned. by me. He said he was in a position of a weapon prior to this long time ago. So listen carefully. I didn't mention of any recovery. Thank you.
Am I right? Yes. Advisor. Earlier mentioned. Whether they have any connection. The other question is, you understand the substance this you would like to know how the suspect managed to get this
Thank you for your question. As I have indicated during my briefing, other than the suspect, Bojang, there are other 6, but I will not mention their names here. But what I can also indicate to you is that as far as the information we have from the investigators, none of them are associated with any of the security institutions at the moment. This I can highlight to you that yes, other than Bojang, there are other 6, but for sensitivity and the nature of the investigation is unfolding. I am not at liberty to give you names, but I can also tell you that at the moment, none of them are known to be part of security services. The second aspect of your question was
we understand the suspect used map.
yes,
Yeah. How did the suspect get to have that pistol?
no, I can take it. I am not aware where it was indicated in the reports that was available to me that there was a specific description of the weapon. What we know is that it's a pistol, it's a firearm. What we also know is that the suspect have indicated to us that he acquired the weapon in Casamas. The suspect have also indicated to us that he has not served in any of the security institutions, but was a member of the rebel group in Casamas. That I can tell you. The weapon is not from any of our inventory as far as our arms and ammunition are concerned, but he has indicated to us that he was a member of the rebels and he has fought in the Casamas insurgency, and this is where he acquired the weapon. And unless we lay hand on that weapon, which we are doing our best to do so, we will be able to give further information. I hope that answers
Just to join that. I think I have made this point in my statement that be careful of the sideline information that you have. Before you release it, confirm with us. No, you didn't. Because it's not supposed to be part of this press briefing. Because we don't have that information. If you don't confirm your information of a map, where do you get that map? Not any in any of the reports. So please, ladies and gentlemen, be very careful of that. Okay? Please.
Yeah, let me just start. You can start from yeah. My first question is, are there any connections between the victim and the accused person? And the second question is, after this, oh, sorry. Can you provide the timeline for the investigation? And the third question will be...
Just one, please. Just one. Just one. The first one. We are going with the first one only. Please.
as far as the preliminary report, as it relates to the investigation is concerned, we are not aware of any affiliation or relationship between the accused and the victims. I think that was your question. We are not aware of familiarity. What we knew is that we happen to find them at the spot where they were and then carry out these various discriminate, but we are not aware of their previous engagement, familiarity, or acquaintances. It was just an unfortunate incident, and there were uh, victims who were at a spot where somebody was out no good, and they became customers. What was the second side? Timeline for the investigations, we cannot give you that. It will be dictated by events. Um, this is not necessarily an event in itself, but it's a process. Um, and in order to ensure that there will be no repeat of this, in order to ensure also that we got to the bottom of this, whatever time it requires, but of course, time of the essence, investigations will continue until we are satisfied with what we are after, which is establishing everything that is related and associated with this.
We now have the last question.
Yes. Yes.
About timeline.
Thank you for that question. Classification of a crime as terrorist act. We have classified it as terrorist. But yes, as you wanted to understand, in many respects, when you obtain the premises. But for now, we just want to say the development because the farm is waiting out in front. We are going there. Kampasa, a long way to go. So we want to thank you for coming. We don't have time. We don't have time. We have to.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. And this is just the beginning. And many will be coming.
We'll share this with them.
Allah.